eyes kind of glaze over Michigan. That's another state. There's other institutions up there, things like that. So we have difficulty. The other difficulty is that as time goes on, the resources available here at Purdue change. Early in our activity, and if you can see, this is the list of the last 28 years of speakers that have come to our particular club. For a while there, we had presidents and their wives that showed up, major coaches that showed up, and we had some glory days there when we had some really good attendance by people. Even on one occasion, we had an astronaut from Purdue that came up and attended, and that was probably our biggest turnout for ever having a meeting in Southwest Michigan. Well, the last few years, that kind of stuff has dried up, and you have to look elsewhere for other alternatives. And we've scratched our head and come up with a number of ideas and so forth. Last year, we discovered that a local Purdue graduate from our area in Southwest Michigan, actually Southwest Michigan, was a cohort of Neil Armstrong here at Purdue University in the aviation program. He actually went on and bested Armstrong when it came to doing fighter pilot work over in Korea, became a double ace over there, came back and was heading up the test pilot program at Edwards Air Force Base when Neil Armstrong was out there. His name is Ivan Kinchlow. You probably don't know Ivan. You saw a couple people shaking their hands, that's good. Ivan unfortunately had an airplane accident at Edwards and died before he got a chance to become a true astronaut. But he is considered one of the first people to get into space with the X-15 rocket ship that he was flying. That turned out to be an interesting program for us. We came back to the university through Ben, said, Ben, I need somebody to come up and talk about Ivan Kinchlow and Neil Armstrong and weave that all together. Turns out that there's an author on campus that's written a number of books, one of them about aviation. His name is John Norbert. And John was kind enough to come up and visit us and share a lovely program with us. In fact, he's talking this afternoon at 1:15 in another one of these alumni programs. If you want to go see him and see what kind of speaker he is, he did an excellent job. But we also partly attracted him up there because there were archival material in our local museum about Ivan Kinchlow. And since he had already done some research on Ivan and talked to Ivan's wife, and he wanted more information about Ivan, he spent 2 hours in our local museum, and we kept saying, gee, I wish I had this when I was writing the book, and stuff like that. So you gotta find a niche or a catch in your local area that'll draw somebody out of the university. I was a professor for 30 years, and I had 400 to 600 students a semester, and I was teaching 4 classes, and I had 20 faculty members I was competing with in my department. I worked within my college of 120 people. I worked across the university with computer technology and so forth. So somebody said, would you come up to Grand Rapids or go up to the UP and talk? And I'd say, I don't want to do that. So you've got to overcome this kind of tendency for faculty to want to stay close to the institution, stay close to the kind of things that they're imminently involved in, and you want them to break that bond and drive and go somewhere. There's another faculty member here at the university, Randy Roberts. Some of you may have known about him. Excellent presenter. I saw him first on the History Channel. I said, we've got to get this guy up here. How are we going to do it? Well, we worked for a while, worked through Ben, finally got his interest, but that's all the way up at Michigan. That's 2.5 hours up there. He wasn't sure about that. So I actually had to get in my car at 4 o'clock in the morning, drive down to campus, pick him up at 7:30, and take him up to Southwest Michigan, had him talk to 2 high school groups, and then talk to our program at night. And Ben or somebody from his shop was kind enough to take him back at night. But if we wouldn't have come down to pick him up, I'm not sure that we would have gotten him. So we're looking across the university, I encourage you to look for faculty who win outstanding teaching awards, faculty who are writing books and giving presentations on it. In the case of Randy Roberts, I saw him on the History Channel, and he was doing a good job out there. So there's lots of opportunities here within Purdue, besides football coaches and basketball coaches and presidents. We have a new president, but I'm not sure that our total group up there is going to be acceptable to him. We'll have to figure that out later on. But if you got to have a speaker and you got to put something together, then look for some other alternatives. Hope that helps you. Thank you.